This belt for the bums, you know.
UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev isn't a fan of the symbolic BMF belt, as he thinks it's for bums who can't win a real title.
I don't want this shit. This belt for the bums, you know. First time who fight for this belt?
Diaz and Masvidal.
Diaz and Masvidal. The people who never can be champion, you know. They give him some belt. Guys, be happy. Fight for BMF. But this is what it is, I don't know, but then I have to stop this. But after this, please tell me.
By Makhachev's logic, Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje, who will fight for the BMF belt at UFC 291, are bums too, because they failed to win the lightweight title 2 times.
Gaethje and Poirier, I don't know when this guy. They fight for the real belt many times, and they always lose, you know. And now Dana, like good guy, give him other belt. Guys, you have to be BMF champion. Honestly, if somebody give me this belt tomorrow, I don't want this.
If Makhachev doesn't want to fight bums, it's okay. But how about a former champion who holds wins over Poirier and Gaethje? Charles Oliveira bounced back into the win column with an impressive win against Beneil Dariush at UFC 289, and he now wants to run it back with the Dagestani next.
Olha, eu quero ser campeão campeão. Quem é o campeão? Ele tá com o cinturão? Se é isso, vambora. Mas de verdade, como eu te falei, não quero nem se preocupar com isso. Deixa que a minha equipe se preocupe com isso, eu só quero voltar pra casa, ficar um pouco com a minha filha e depois voltar a treinar.
Look, who's got the champ? Who's got the belt? He's got the belt, and I want to be a champion, so I have to go through him.
Makhachev will likely headline UFC 294, which takes place in Abu Dhabi in October, so he'll need a dance partner. And Oliveira seems to be the best option right now, despite the fact that he was dominated by the Dagestani at UFC 280. Max Holloway's looking forward to that one.
I think Charles is amazing, man. Yeah. You know all the naysayers and everybody saying he's done and blah, blah, blah. He's getting his rightful spot in October to get that rematch, and I'm excited to watch it happen.
What can Charles Oliveira do differently in his rematch in order to beat Islam Makhachev? Let us know your expert opinions in the comments. But before doing that, please take a moment to subscribe and turn on your notifications. Thank you. Julianna Pena thinks she, and not Amanda Nunes, is the greatest women's fighter of all time. Peña even admitted that she wanted to storm into the cage after Nunes' win against Irene Aldana at UFC 289, but she was stopped by her coach. Now that Nunes is retired, the Venezuelan vixen believes the UFC is entering the Peña power era, and she'll soon have that belt wrapped around her waist again.
At the end of the day, she's retired. She's off into the sunset. She's dead to me at this point, and we just gotta, keep the division moving. And now we're stepping into day 1 of the Peña power era. I'm the synthetic champ. I've always been champ in my heart and in my head all the time. I wake up every day being like, "Good morning, champ. You look good." So it's just a matter of time before the belt's around my waist again.
Confidence is key in MMA, but Nunes believes Peña will never get her hands on the belt again because she got lucky at UFC 269, where she submitted the Lioness in the 2nd round to win the title.
Do you think Julianna Pena will ever be champion again?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think Aldana can beat her, And yeah, I feel like she got luck, man, in that fight against me, She know I was ready. But I proved in the 2nd fight, and then I don't think she's going to be a champion. I don't think at all. She's now ready, though. She's now ready to be a champion.
Do you agree with Amanda Nunes? Stephen A. Smith believes the likes of John Gotti III don't deserve to share the boxing ring with Floyd Mayweather, who is widely regarded as the greatest boxer of all time. Mayweather fought John Gotti III this past weekend in Florida, where a massive brawl broke out as soon as the referee stopped the fight because of excessive trash talking. Things got personal real quick, with Gotti's family threatening the Mayweathers, and even Conor McGregor was dragged into the mess. Smith doesn't care about any of that. He thinks Mayweather should stop tarnishing his legacy by taking up exhibition fights against lesser opponents.
I know these exhibition matches are entertaining. I like the one with Conor McGregor, not so much the one with Logan Paul. I just see some of these things, and this is just my personal feeling. When you're that great and you're that elite, No one deserves, not just anyone deserves to be in a ring with you, even if you are retired, even if it is for exhibition purposes.
Beau Nickel reveals he marginally escaped arrest in Florida, where he's training for his middleweight fight against Tresean Gore at UFC 290. During a recent trip, Nickal had a run-in with police which could have gone wrong. The wrestling ace, along with fellow wrestlers Anthony Cassar and George Carpenter, were driving when Nickal was pulled over for not maintaining his lane. Luckily, Nickal was let go without facing any consequences, but as he described on his YouTube channel, he quote-unquote almost got arrested.
Hi, good afternoon. The reason I stopped you is failure to maintain lane.
I was, yeah, sorry about that, officer. I didn't see you. I was trying to get over to turn right here and put on my blinker right as that turned, so that's my bad.
Dude, he was like, yeah, I mean, I couldn't even see him. I looked over and everything, and then, oh well.
All right, just be careful here. Don't merge in.
Yeah, very sorry about that.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Enjoy your time training.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Nickal is a massive favorite heading into his fight at UFC 290, but Gore is more than ready to pull off the biggest upset in UFC history.
I see a guy that I'm going to beat. You know, like I don't look past him. He's had a really great wrestling career, and I respect him for that. And I respect him for everything he's done in wrestling and stuff. But this is my sport, and he's going to have to just take this L.
Should Beau Nickel get past Gore, UFC newcomer Ikram Aliskerov will be waiting for him. Since Nickal wants to prove that American wrestling is superior to Dagestani wrestling, why not take on a 4-time combat sambo world champion in the octagon to that end?
I have nothing but respect to him, and I know he's a great wrestler, but he said that he wants to fight a wrestler from Dagestan, and he wants to show a Dagestani what wrestling really is. So you know what? I'm ready to be that Dagestani that he fights with, and we'll see whose wrestling is better.
How do you see Beau Nickel, a 3-time NCAA Division I national champion, faring against his Dagestani and Chechen counterparts like Aliskerov and Khamzat Chimaev? The UFC has fired Maria Oliveira after her recent loss at the hands of Diana Belitia at UFC 289. Oliveira fought 4 times in the UFC, with 1 win and 3 losses to her name. She also recently made headlines after revealing that she hid a reality show casting in Brazil from the UFC brass. So, taking the 2 factors into consideration, Oliveira's sacking doesn't come as a surprise. Unfortunately, the Brazilian is now left empty-handed. She didn't participate in the reality show to fight in the UFC, and now she's out of the world's premier mixed martial arts promotion as well. The UFC definitely doesn't mind letting Oliveira go, especially when they have added the heavy-handed prospect Daria Zelezniakova to their bantamweight ranks. The Russian is 8-1 in mixed martial arts with 5 finishes, and is an intriguing addition to the UFC bantamweight division, which requires new blood after the GOAT's retirement. That's it from our side, but we'd love to hear your thoughts on today's story, so please write to us in the comment section below. To stay up to date with the latest happenings in the world of mixed martial arts and boxing, please subscribe to our channel and turn on your notifications. Thank you for your continued love and support, and we'll see you in the next one.